Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mortal Webs. I am a biological clone of Steak, crafted from his DNA that was stolen from him, and I'm going to be your guide for the night. I'm joined by some friends over here. Say hi, friends.
Hi, friends.
Hi, friends.
Hi, friends.
Anyways, it's been a hot minute. I want to thank everybody for being so kind and patient, and all the kind words that you've given myself and my family over the last couple weeks, because it's been a wild year. I just want to hit that in the nail, or take the hammer and smack the nail on the head right off the rip at the start of the episode. Thanks everybody for being so patient. It's been a long year and even a longer 2 weeks, but we're back. We're doing it, and we're gonna have some fun. Let's do some proper introductions now. I'm Brandon the Guide.
I'm Sky, the war crime committer.
The war crime.
Canadian.
Jesus. Geneva Convention? More like Geneva Suggestion.
Geneva Suggestion.
Her name is Jackie Hartstrong, European investigator of fine arts and crime.
And then last but not
Everybody,
least,
I'm John, and I'm playing Gardain Barrelheart.
and John's camera needs centered. Hold on, let me fix that real quick. No, it's not you, it's me. Don't worry, it's not you, it's me. Let's do a little recap of last time, because it was a interesting episode. Last time on Mortal Webs, the party got on Beak Beak and started heading towards the desert city of Ormer. However, the intense heat and winds of the desert as they crossed into this plain of sorts was so intense that they nearly all died. Beak Beak was able to hang on for dear life with healing from Harlow. However, Jackie and Gardain were suffering from the intense heat and wind. Jackie fell off of Beak Beak, but luckily was saved by Gardain, but they took some heavy damage along the way. Beak Beak did indeed have to land safely, so that way Jackie and Gardain were not furtherly injured. However, they were able to land and survive, but barely. As they were sitting down trying to come up with a game plan and find some shelter for the night to game plan on how to approach Ormer, they were approached by some weird snake-like sand people called Omirans. The leader, her name Callie, found Jackie in the distance.
Jackie found Callie.
Jackie
baby.
found Callie, whatever, in the distance away from Harlow and Gardain, and she warned them that there are dangerous creatures out here, and gave them some information that, they are the true Ormurians, and that the people that now rule and live in Omer kicked them out. I guess you could say they're pretty prejudiced against the real Omurians. There's a whole history here that they have yet to go into. Anyways, Jackie brought Callie and her friend, her partner, back over to the group, and they follow them down the sifting sands here into an underground kind of dune of sorts to safety. And right as they entered, they heard a giant rumbling and loud noise of something rumbling in the sands. And that's where we're starting this week's episode, everybody. So,
We're T-posing for dominance. We want to all go up one level.
when's the last time you guys leveled up?
17 weeks ago.
All right, we're going to do this.
We
I'm
did it
going to,
recently.
because of the epicness
Mad,
with,
we
you know
did
what?
it- we did it
Because it has been,
Yeah, we
it
did.
has been a long couple weeks since we've really done anything. I feel bad because life has kicked me in the dick repeatedly over and over. I'm gonna roll a
That's my
d20.
nickname.
David Vegeta.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Oh my god.
If
oh
I
my
get
God.
if I get above a 10, I will say you guys get the level up. If I get
Okay.
below a 10, so like 9 and under, no, fuck you guys.
Listen here, chat. This is a historic
It's a
moment
4.
where we have
It's a
learned-
4.
But, damn. But just he set a precedence that when life kicks Brandon in the dick, we have potential to get rewarded. Like that's what you're teaching us.
All I learned was T-posing really does bring dominance.
Nat 1 level down. God, I'm not that mean. Jesus, no, that'd be no fun for anybody. I would hate
That'd be
that.
funny.
I'd be so pissed.
I'd roll that dice.
do it.
You guys
We
want?
could do it.
All right, hey, you guys want to do double or nothing?
Double or not?
This time, yeah,
Let's
I'm gonna
fucking
roll it
go.
again. If
Let's
it's
fucking go.
if it's a 20, if it's a 10 or up, level up. If it's a 2 to 9, you stay the same. If it's a 1, you guys are severely, insanely just like injured from the storm and the sands
Okay,
here.
okay,
Good.
wait,
Yeah.
though. Wait, though. If there's
Yeah.
a punishment for Nat 1, I think a Nat 20 means you should give
2
us one of
levels.
our legendary abilities.
No, I have your guys' legendary abilities crafted out on a story basis, but I'll let you do 2 levels.
Someone's a little cowardly about a 5% chance.
You're not gaslighting me into this. That's the rule. 2 levels if it's a nat 20. Go fuck yourself. Here we go. Are we doing this?
Sky rolls.
Sky? All right, Sky
Oh
roll.
my god. Okay.
Sky
Okay.
rolls. I don't trust you.
It's
Okay.
live on the stream.
The stream doesn't trust you.
Okay. Wait, oh god. Oh, it's over here. Okay, here we go.
All right, Sky. Nat
Sky
20,
got
dude.
a 19. A 19.
I fucking told you. That's what I'm talking about.
Wasn't a nat 20. Sure, I will say that this near-death experience that you all went through together brought you closer as friends and gives you guys all level up. So I will do some scene setting and narration while you guys pick up your next ability that you would like to go through. Callie brings you down this underground tunnel that's through the sands as you hear the rumbling from behind you from some sort of creature that is in the desert. As you continue to go down this tunnel, you see that the entrance behind you indeed kind of like closes, almost in a magical sense of sorts, as if these Omirans were the ones that closed it themselves. You notice when they were walking across the sand, they did have some sort of weird magical traversal abilities as they're able to sand step, as they call it. So it makes sense they have some sort of control over some of the lands here. As you continue going down, you see that there is some sort of like civilization of sorts throughout these tunnels. You see that there are small little entrances that look similar to homes, but it's all kind of like underground cavern cave-esque. All the folks here, they look, again, just like Callie does, the Omirans. They're very humanoid, however, they have like scaly, thick skin. Yellow, red eyes, very reptilian in nature, but definitely more of a humanoid shape. Imagine like Yanti skin, but more like human without like the tails or anything like that. They continue to look at you odd looks, not knowing what is going on, but Kali, you see that she kind of like waves her hand down, and everybody kind of like stops doing whatever they were doing at the time and go back to their regular business. But it is indeed some sort of weird, like, underground, like, society here. You can tell that there are, I wouldn't say taverns, but places to eat. There are, I wouldn't say it directly, buildings that are homes, but definitely, like, living huts that are kind of built into the entrance of this cave. And you see that the cave can kind of, it extends and continues for some time, indicating that this is probably not the size of, like, a grand city, but is pretty big, and there's probably a lot of people here. She's continuing to walk you down to some location, you don't know where, but it seems like you're going to be walking for a hot minute here. Not like an hour, but like a good another 10, 15 minutes or so. As you kind of get through the main district, you could call this, of this underground civilization. Is there anything you guys need to talk about, discuss, or go over as you are walking through the tunnels? Yes.
Guys, I've been having this horrible nightmare every night. I'm dressed up as the Gauze Man, and I'm running through the cities of Isotomar, and, you know, I'm just beating people down, knocking people out, handling justice, and then some vision of almost like myself, except wrapped in black gauze, emerges from an alleyway, and I have to fight him to the death. I keep winning, but every night the same figure keeps coming back into my dreams. What do you guys think about that?
Well, you know, Jackie, I think slowly but surely, us hanging out and you seeing the world for what it really is slowly bringing to light the real inner you. Pretty soon, it's just a matter of time before you have your own secret room with its little tube that you have to funnel food down while you teach something a lesson. You know?
Are we still talking about the dream?
Yeah.
As Harlow says this to you, Jackie, I want you specifically to roll me a d20.
Rolled.
That is a 9.
Don't.
I'm going to say that is going to be a tough choice.
That's the only way I like them.
She is talking to you about this entire kind of like dream that you think you're having or not having, whatever it happens to be. But then...
Oh, I know I'm having. I would have to DM you why.
Yeah. You can go ahead and DM me why if you'd like to.
No.
However, as you were talking about this and your mind is kind of getting warped and confused, I will say one of two things happens. Either one, you can take a singular damage from the strain of the headache, or two, you can succumb to whatever emotions that are kind of coming across your head right now and just see what happens. Now, I will say the scales, it's only one damage, so whatever's going to happen is going to be, like, not detrimental. It's just whether you want to...
Well, I will say right now that my emotion is delusional fantasies of wealth and power.
Yeah.
And that sounds more fun than having a small aneurysm.
Okay. You let the emotion...
Yeah, I'm going to fall prone to my emotions.
You fall prone to your emotions, and Harlow and Gardain, you would see that Jackie kind of, like, almost hits the ground, almost taking a knee for a hot second. And Jackie, very briefly and quickly, you have like the same kind of like arcane glitch that happened to you when you guys walked outside of the cave of Acorna. As you look kind of across this cave area, you see that as the glitches, this arcane kind of glitch happens, that there's nobody here for a hot second. There's no caves like walls. I mean, there's no cave like entrances to like buildings or anything. It's just empty, just natural cavernous area, and then it glitches back to like where you are, where this like underground society you're in.
I feel like I've gained some type of incredible power. I don't think that I could die anymore. I think I've surpassed death. Whatever old gods that we've been playing with, I think it's finally rubbed off on me. I think we should use this.
Something's rubbed off on you, all right.
Yeah, greatness.
As you say that, Jackie,
You want me to prove it to you? Give me your gun.
Callie turns around and she looks at you and she says, "Enough talking. You continue to make all noise and talk nonsense about gods that don't exist, that gods aren't going to help us? No."
Hey, if it wiggles when she walks, I listen when she talks. You keep talking, Callie. What's up?
We've been
I'm
walking
gonna
for some
slip the
time now.
gun in his hand.
I am holding the gun.
Yes.
We've been walking for some time now. I'm taking you to our elder. He has mission for you, and you are to help us, like you said. However, this talking nonsense of gods and hope and not dying, how dare you speak of that and say that in our society down here? People that have suffered for millennia, lifetimes, you come down here and say with a cocky attitude that you cannot die because of gods?
Literally built different. I'm not from here. But I know you've heard of me.
I have heard of man that saves children from certain disaster.
Yeah, did you hear about this? Or did you hear about that?
She just looks at you. Are you trying to be intimidating, or are you trying to be more like charismatic right now?
Whatever turns you on more.
I'm not
Callie.
asking you. I'm like, Callie's not asking you. I'm asking you. How are you talking to Callie? An intimidating factor, or what's your intention?
Aggressively flirtatious.
Roll me a d20.
And I'm about to DM you the thing I was talking about.
That's a 5. That's a failure.
Yo, no, fuck this dice bot. I want a different one. I haven't rolled above a 10 in fucking like 6 weeks.
She looks at you and she goes, maybe you're not the man that they hear of the safe children. Maybe you're just imposter. She turns around and keeps walking.
Damn it. I'm fumbling, Arlo.
You guys continue to walk forward, eventually making your way to what is some sort of like, looks like meeting area of sorts. Not necessarily like an inn or a building, but you see it's just another kind of like cave entrance opening that she leads you down into. There's a table in the center, and you see that there are kind of like maps that are sprawled around here a little bit, but they're more like hand-drawn paper parchment maps. And as you look at it, you can tell from like what you've heard and seen that these are definitely maps of Ormer. However, not normal maps. It looks like they appear to be maps to different entrances or different locations, points of interest, as if they have been looking at something here. And you see that there is a man down here smoking some sort of like pipe as he's kind of looking at these maps, and he hears the footsteps of all of you walk in, and he turns, and you see that he is slightly taller than Callie. He's probably close to like 6'6", 6'7". He's pretty tall, but kind of lanky, as he puts his pipe down on the ground, and he has a white beard, kind of straggly a bit, and he looks and he goes, Callie, I sense you were bringing us people that were not of our origin. I could smell them from some time. What is the meaning of this? And she looks at him and says, oh, my elder. I found them in the desert. They were trying to get to Ormer. However, they appear to be no harm or threat to us, but I feel that we can be mutually beneficial towards each other. And he walks forward, and he looks at all of you and says, so, Callie brings you here to help us, we help you. What's the meaning of this? He's just looking at all three of you.
So Jackie is flirting with Callie, and it's going really great. And there's definitely something going on between the two of them that they're probably going to pursue in the future, like maybe a nice dinner, but it definitely won't be at that big city. We've been told that we need to go to the big city and just destroy the people in charge there because they're super racist. And we didn't come here on purpose. Our bird got really tired and our friends almost died. So
yeah, you guys turn around. You see that Beak Beak is not behind you guys anymore, but then you kind of like peek out in the hallway, and you see that all the Omirans are like fascinated by him, and they're just feeding him just like food because he's like loving it. He's like a puppy right now, and he's just living his best life.
And his name is Beak Beak, and just make sure he's well rested and well watered. We're gonna need him later, and he's actually on loan from a friend.
We have no intention of hurting companion of yours. In fact, we have no intention of hurting any of you. We are peaceful people. We are peaceful people. It's just, well, centuries ago we were forced out of our home.
Oh,
we simply just wish to go back.
That's good because I'm not a peaceful person. So
well,
that's nice to establish.
You must understand. We wish not to stoop to their levels of violence. We simply just want to return. Now, that being said, sometimes violence can be an answer to answer a greater problem, which in this case may be.
I have a question.
Yes.
So we use venom for medicinal reasons. Are you venomous or poisonous? Because this could come in such good use.
Ah. Well, you see, let me show you. And you see he kind of moves his like lip up a little bit, and real quick just kind of like pushes on his gums, and you see out of like one of the teeth a little drop of like green ooze and liquid kind of like hits his hand, very thin of sorts. He just kind of like moves around like this. He goes, to average Omirian here in desert, somebody accustomed to, you know, what we're accustomed to, this our fluid, harmless. Much of the creatures here, as well, again, too, harmless. However, to outsiders that have not grown or adapted to our lands, well, you see, he takes it and kind of like puts it on his desk, just kind of like rubs it and begins to sizzle, and just sizzles away.
Excellent. So I have this empty syringe. I'm gonna need you to get a few of you to milk your poison into the syringe so we can help liberate your people.
I'm sorry, you want to use our bodily fluids as poison?
I want to use them to destroy your oppressors quicker so you guys can move home faster.
Callie, if you need help milking your fluids, I am available.
Jackie, roll me a d20 and roll well.
For scientific, just a friend.
Just roll. You better roll me d20 and roll me well.
Just spending time with you, getting to know you, and your
I hate this game. It's a natural fucking 20.
Is fantastic. I always lick my fingers beforehand. In your culture, is that frowned upon or is that considered helpful?
Gotta respect it. God damn it. She looks at you and just kind of.
Is there like a side room?
She just eyes you up and down, and she goes, Well, to properly extract venom in a safe manner, I could use a hand, I suppose.
Harlow, I'm gonna need a bucket.
He goes, you see that the elder, he speaks up. His name is Raz. He goes, not we don't produce that much. It's just a minuscule amount. It's like saliva, you know.
Hello there. My name is Jackie Hartstrug. You might have heard of me.
Yeah, I believe I've heard rumors and story of man who saved children.
That is one of the many, many, many great deeds that this group has pursued to fruition.
You see, God damn it, fucking natural 20. You see Callie steps forward and she says, You must understand, this man not only saved children from death and snow, he also come all this way to help liberate us. He is Jackie Heartstrong, the Gauze Man. It is
You
not
heard of
by
this?
pure luck that I found him in the desert. I must say, this indeed must be fate. And Raz looks and he goes, right, fate. Well, maybe it is about time that we have some fortune on our side. However, we do not wish for you to go in and just start slaughtering people. It is not the rest of the people in this city that are the bad ones here. It is simply their leaders. They are the ones that forced us out.
Gardane, please tell him that we are people of peace. Show him your book.
Well,
The book.
we didn't even intend to visit your people. Honestly, we
But as Callie says,
flying-
fate is in our hands now.
Mhm.
There must be reason. You look like invoker of some sort of deity, correct? I can tell from your apparel, demeanor, the way you are spoken. You believe in higher power, yes?
yes.
And do higher powers not put people like you in certain places for certain reasons? You might not have intended to come here, but maybe the fates had a different idea in mind.
Well,
Gaslighting.
not but hours ago, we were aloft in the air of the desert, and myself and Jackie nearly plummeted to our deaths.
John, do you want to be a favor real quick?
But
Can you turn on Zoom? Can you turn your webcam off and on? I'm not sure if he's lagging really bad for you guys or not.
Yeah, he's lagging pretty
Okay,
hard.
gotcha.
He's not lagging for me in Zoom. He's only lagging on the stream.
For
Oh.
me, it's
Better.
For me, it's yeah. Hold on, let's. Oh, you're better now.
Gotcha.
You're good now. Let me
Okay.
just switch you guys back real quick. Like
weird.
it's sometimes that happens. I can figure that's what it was. There we go. Just move.
But-
Sake
So,
back.
meanwhile, I've got a glass beaker and a latex glove over it, ready for them to start punching into it so I can milk it, use my syringe, pull it out, and we'll discuss the plans I have for this later.
Right.
And I'm gonna do this except much slower and more sensual and more handsy and without the gloves. With Callie. But I want to do it off to the side so I can talk to
So-
her while we do it.
So, Raz is very open to pretty much all of this. You were the first people to come in here to essentially just offer just to help, just to do it. Yeah, let's do it. I need everybody, however, to make me just roll me a d20 for just general vibe right now. Just general vibe.
No, I already got my nat 20. No, you can't do this.
Sky got
to
a
me.
2. She's decided to get some venom.
Yeah, until this woman
Gardane.
is milked, I'm not rolling.
Gardane gets a 9. This is going to be a tough choice. And then Jackie, roll. Jackie got a 16. I will say this. Harlow, you're oblivious. You're just like, oh my god, I get to experiment. This is going to be fucking awesome. Like, you are just pumped right now. Gardane, I'm going to say with a 9, I will either give you the tough choice of... You know what? For this, I'm not even going to do a tough choice. I'm just going to say you just have an odd feeling. I'll just put it that way. You can't put your finger on it. Something's just not right about this. Like, I wouldn't say not right, just an ill feeling. Jackie, I'm going to say for you, with a 19 or a 16, whatever you got, definitely a passing roll.
Mm-hmm.
It clicks with you for a second. Just like, okay, this guy comes in here, has known us for 5 minutes, is just fine with us going in here and being the assassins for them. Going in, thank you so much, no questions asked, nothing. Why didn't they just do it themselves? Why does it take you 3? Why are we all of a sudden the answer? Why is fate bringing us to them? Why couldn't they just do it? What stopped them? This guy has maps of entrances to get in the city and everything else. So what's the deal? That realization
Callie.
kind of hits you. Yes.
The speaker's about halfway full. Just stay still.
We haven't even started yet. What's that fluid inside of there? Okay.
It's a process.
Right.
All right. I wanted to actually ask you a couple questions about the city since we're about to take on this mission.
Yes.
Yeah, how many of your people have tried this before us?
Oh. A few have gone in the past, and I just never returned.
Search parties? Are there rumors?
They went in with a mission to find the people we need to take out, to take them out. Once the family we were looking for that is in charge is gone, well, the forces will crumble from the top. There will be no organization. There will be no, how do you say this, order throughout the city. But who else knows how to run the city better than we do? We used to run this city forever. Decades and decades ago, we used to run this organization, the city, the entirety of Ormer until a family came in, kicked us out, forced us out of our home. We take out the leaders of this family. The organization crumbles. The city looks for new family of sorts or new leadership to come in, and we come in and be the saviors.
When you say leaders and then family, you mean like husband, wife, kids, family?
Or like bloodline of sorts, but yes.
And you want the whole bloodline probably eradicated then, yeah.
Well, unless they're all gone, then there'll just be another to take the other's place.
Yeah, that's true. It's almost like you have to cut the head off the snake for the rest of the body to die.
Quite ironic, I get it. Yes, I know.
Oh, fuck, I didn't even realize because...
Yes, yeah, no, sure, no. Anyways,
That's
yes.
Look at us getting along.
Yes,
through all these
she's a little
things.
bothered by it, but trying not to be. You see, the
Yeah,
Arkin...
We're not going to talk about my snake.
The Arkin family.
The Arkin family?
Yes. Decades ago, lifetimes ago nearly, our civilization's been in these caves for it almost feels like hundreds of years. They were just your regular, normal people throughout the city. However...
What race? Are they like snake people like you guys?
No, they are just human.
They're humans.
They are human.
And y'all don't get along?
No, and we don't know what their motivation was, why they did this, why they came in here and forced us out, but it seems they were able to turn the city against us. Ormer was originally built by us, by our people. By the Omirians, that is us. We built this city. We built this kingdom. But we welcomed all. We welcomed everybody to come in. Safe haven for all. We didn't want anybody to die out in the desert. Human, elf, dwarf, whatever you happen to be. But then suddenly this family of humans, they come in powerful, magic, wealth even. They started from the bottom, getting high-paying, low-paying jobs. The high-paying jobs continued to grow and grow and grow as a family until eventually it was almost out of nowhere they turned the people against us, said that we were not fit for ruling. We were not fit for running this kingdom.
So they sort of started on the bottom, and now they're here?
Started from the bottom, now the whole town's here. Again, we don't know their motivation or why. We just know that eventually the entire city of Ormer forced the ones that crafted, created, and ran the city in the first place out.
Well, perhaps you can come with us then. Perhaps maybe having someone representing your people on this delegation could prove itself resourceful.
Or it could put your mission at risk. Every Omirian we've sent in for this mission has not come back out.
Have you sent other races of creatures that have come back out? Or is it just snake people that don't get back out?
Only us. You are the first folk that have not wanted to fight, kill, or be afraid of us on sight to come to our home and offer us assistance and help.
I'm trying to do whatever I can do to spend more time with you.
The city is...
But on that note,
okay,
I think I'd like to speak to my friends.
Right, I was in the... Okay, fine.
Something seems off.
Okay.
I'll tell that to Gardan.
Okay.
Something seems off, dude.
I've been feeling on edge about this whole situation.
Let me tell you what my girlfriend just told me. And I'll just run him down with the information that we just got. So we definitely know what she says, the Hardin family?
Arkin.
Arkin.
Arkin. Why did I hear an H? Okay. Arkin family But like, she wants me to kill the bloodline. Like, I'm not gonna go in here and kill somebody's like kids and then grandkids and then grandkids. I'm not. Like, we can't. Maybe we should just go
No.
talk to these people, man. I'm not gonna go into a city and just kill the entire. That seems like maybe we should read a history book when we get there or something and figure out what the hell's going. Why aren't there snake people everywhere?
Right.
And why haven't they rebuilt anything? If they had the architectural prowess to build this giant, magnificent city, why are they living here like this?
I don't feel like we're getting the full picture. I mean, when they first interacted with us, it wasn't
Maybe this has
for
something to do with
peace.
my dreams.
That that's another discussion for another day. But
Hmm.
I don't know.
Let's see what Harlow thinks. She's wow, she's collecting a lot of them.
Yeah, speaking of which, about how many vials do you think we're getting of
Is
this
she double fisting
venom?
vials right now?
You guys haven't
'Cause
started doing that yet to them. They have not
Oh,
just been
no,
like,
we're
oh, here you
definitely-
go.
Oh,
We're definitely
Well-
doing
No,
that.
that's what Harlow
Oh,
was doing.
yeah, I
while
thought
we
I
were
was doing
talking.
that. Everybody.
Oh, to
follow
him,
her?
yes, not to fucking Callie yet. She was
Oh.
talking to Jackie.
Yeah. Anyone who wants to contribute to the cause, please form an orderly line. We'll keep this as clean and clinical as possible. I've got a few vials. Step right up.
You see, do me a favor, Harlow, roll me a d20. Just see how many people are willing to use
Yeah.
their fluid as poison.
Yeah, give me your bodily fluid.
2? Yeah, like almost nobody. You see that Callie and Raz are just
You
like,
need to lead these
"Sure."
people. Show them. Be an example for your people. We're gonna need this
No,
poison. to
Raz
save you
speaks
guys.
out and goes, you should not need gallons among poison. If you are just... Is
I
it...
never said gallons. Listen, I've got a nice little tray of syringes. And I
Mhm.
just need to fill up a few trays. Because once we find this family, I tell them, hey, I'm a doctor. I'm a great time. Or someone just walks by with a little and then we go a little and then wow, you can go home.
You see that Callie looks at Raz and they just kind of like shrug. And then Callie walks out and she grabs a few. She speaks in like a foreign tongue that you can't understand. It definitely sounds like partial tongue of sorts. But it sounds very hostile. Like her demeanor towards you, Jackie, has been very just like, kind of like, ooh, hello. Like just kind of calming, but kind of eerie. This is like mean. You can just tell she is like being demanding now.
Oh, this is even hotter.
Yeah.
And eventually a few more Omirans kind of walk in.
It's a good little snake. Let's go ahead and get this.
Yeah, they just...
Go.
They do it. Like they're just like, okay. Again, they are very very like open to just like, oh, you guys are gonna kill this family. Fucking cool. Yeah, go ahead. Here, take our stuff.
Yeah. How many syringes do I get?
I'll say 10.
And I just get the one.
Well, if you're just getting off a
Just
Callie.
I'm just gonna do Callie.
Mm-hmm. 1.
I feel like that brought us closer together.
I feel
But
like
alas.
you see she looks at you, Jackie,
Yeah.
and she says, I feel like you doing this job for us to help us reclaim our city will bring us even closer. As she takes her hand and kind of like rubs it against your shoulder.
That's exactly why I'm doing this job.
It appears that the Gosman not only care for children, he also cares for other people, and not just typical humans. It's such a very attractive feature in a hero.
I'm aware of the effect that I have on cold-blooded females.
She blushes.
You're not supposed
Says-
to be able to physically do that. Now I'm confused.
Fuck you, they're my snake people, and their bodies work how I want them to.
Warm-blooded snakes.
Fuck
Like
you.
Twilight vampire. Okay. Oh, she blushes.
Yeah, she blushes. And she goes, I'm very excited to see how you and your friends take care of this for us, Mr. Heartstrong.
Oh yeah, let me go get ready. I'm gonna. go over by my stuff and just start. I'm gonna do like hella push-ups. Probably like 40 or 50 push-ups, just so people know what's up and know that just so they know I'm really good at push-ups.
Yep.
I mean, I'm pretty much ready to go. I just really wanted these. I burned a sweat and got warmed up.
Anyways, Raz speaks out. He says, "Okay, well, this is much appreciated amongst all of you. Again, once you take out the family, their bloodline, they will no longer be in charge, and eventually the city will look for new leadership, and that's when we will rise from underground and take our home back."
That sounds like an invasion.
I wouldn't say invasion, simply a return.
Speaking of returning, do you have any items or equipments that would be spare and available for our usage?
What is it that you had in mind?
Well, I've got this nice lab coat. If you have anything that has any sort of armor or like a magical staff that produces snakes, or maybe like a rock that explodes glitter everywhere, or maybe
So you're looking for tools to ensue chaos.
yes.
I think I have something for that, actually. You see he walks over, and
This
you
is
see
the
kind of
best
like...
place we've been.
You see he walks over, and he kind of like rummages through all of his maps and everything, and goes to a drawer that looks like some sort of like study of sorts area. And he's just like pushing shit to the side. He opens a drawer and he walks over. And he hands you like a little, looks like a little mason jar. Definitely some sort of like mason jar, but looks very old, dusty, and just like you can see like whatever liquid is inside of this is just like murky and has been here for a long time. And he says, "This you take and you throw at the ground. It shatters, and will you see what happened after that?"
This is the greatest day. I'm so excited to return people home.
But again, use wisely.
Mhm.
Once used once, it's gone forever.
Okay. Murky mason jar, got it.
Shit. Hold on.
Hey, Callie, do you shed?
Yes, once every 3 moons.
What do you guys do with all the shedded skin?
It just naturally decomposes.
Damn. I don't know if you know this, but I live a double life, Callie. At night, I go by the Gauze Man. I just thought it'd be really cool to have a snake skin. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I don't even mind.
I fear that our snakeskin would not suit you very well, as would just simply when I say decompose, I mean it sizzles away. It does not just like fall apart. Like it would probably hurt very much. Kerr, your squirrel, speaks in your ear, Jackie. He like goes through like your hood and goes, "Hey, Mr. Hartstrong, Jackie,
Yeah.
Jackie, hey, is it just me, or is she like either one of two things? Either she's actually got the hots for you, or she's playing you real hard."
Explain. She obviously likes me. We've been flirting nonstop.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's apparent. You ever think that maybe
Yeah,
she's
believe it or not, this is probably the first girl I've ever actually really got this close to.
Okay, yeah,
This
yeah,
is
well, that's
pretty
good.
cool.
That's good. I'm just saying, tread lightly, because like
We
I'm
can
just
tell.
we kind of been sitting back here and like they want you to just go in and kill people so they can rise from the earth and the ground and take their city back.
I
They
mean,
haven't-
that was a little sus,
Yeah.
but like, just because I said them, like, we're gonna go there and we're obviously gonna talk to people first. We're not gonna just go. Start
Oh,
killing
okay. So you're not
folks.
just gonna go. Okay, okay. I feel better now.
Yeah, it's just not like she's coming with us. Nobody's gonna know. Do you think she'll know?
I mean,
Might have to kill a few people. No, that's crazy talk.
if she did say that nobody's ever come back from their mission, so like if we just don't return by happenstance, then they'll probably just think we died too. So no, they'll
What?
probably never know.
No, this is actually crazy. I can't die. I've been dreaming about it. It's insane.
Jackie, I don't think that's true.
The fuck would you know about it? This conversation is over.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna flip around. I'm gonna whip around dramatically. I'm gonna go hang out with Harlow.
He
Hey
nuzzles
there,
back in your
Mr.
shirt.
Unkillable. Good to see you. Look, I've got a jar of murky shit in it.
So you've got
That's super
vials of
cool.
Ormer venom, and you have a
So do
jar
I have
of
to drink
murky
that
shit.
to get more powerful? I missed that part.
And no, apparently, I find a group of people. You know how Gartine has that nifty spell that just brings them all together? So I'm
Mhm.
thinking, like, when we're, like, really fucked someday in the future, not saying for this, they all
Mhm.
come in, and I go, flip out! And then they go, and they die.
So Raz speaks up and says, well, it sounds like the plan is going all accordingly. We much appreciate you and all the compliance you have been given. Very kind of all of you. Now, we have multiple different entrances into the city. As you see, he starts pointing to the maps that are on the wall. And he goes, now, it doesn't necessarily matter which one you take. However, it needs to be not at the front gates. It needs to be somewhere under. Whether it be sewage, whether it be hidden entrance.
Why couldn't we just walk right in if we're humans?
Well, because they will
Yeah.
bring you through much questioning. They will search you. They will search your belongings. And if they find Ormer venom on you, or jar that I give a Harlow, well, they will simply either kill you, kick you out, or confiscate your items and then kill you.
Mm-hmm.
They keep
Okay,
logs of everybody that enters the city.
Can these areas fit Beak Beak?
Oh. Your friend
Well,
Beak Beak.
should go.
Your friend Beak Beak could go, however, might be not the easy sneaking giant eagle into, sneaky entrance.
Oh, I have an idea. Beak Beak.
Beak?
So, you're gonna fly to the city
Beak!
at dark time, and then you're gonna find like a high vantage point or somewhere along the city wall where people aren't gonna see you, and you're gonna wait for us there and be our like escape plan.
Beak Beak, Beak, Beak Beak,
Yeah.
Beak Beak. He looks at Jackie
Guardian
and Gardain and goes, Beak, 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 Beak.
Guardian tugs on Harlow's sleeve slightly and just goes,
I think he's saying that he'd like me to go with him.
Beak, 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 Beak,
Can't
Beak,
he
Beak. You see
turn
Beak
into a
Beak
wooden
signifies
figure?
like, you see Beak Beak signifies like him like falling and like
Oh.
struggling to carry you.
I forgot about that. Hey, Beak Beak, how would
Beak.
you like to be wood again?
Oh, Beak Beak.
Yeah. Okay. On 3, be wood again. 1, 2, 3, be wood.
Beak. Beak, Beak.
Do I have to
Beak.
like slap you or?
Beak. You see he looks over, he finds like a pen on the desk, and
Yeah.
you see he takes like the pen with his beak and just very crudely draws like what looks like a picture of a frog.
Oh shit.
Beak, Beak.
the
Beak, Beak.
magic of it.
Yeah. My magic doesn't
Mm.
do.
Was it not a command word?
Like fly
Or
you
was it-
fool.
He definitely
You
points
know-
at like this is for him to turn back into this. It was definitely a spell that Professor
Yeah.
Deck would have to cast.
Yeah. So the thing is, and I'm gonna get close enough to Gardain where people can't hear me. I don't want to leave Beak Beak here in case we don't come back. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also like an excellent good food resource, and while they could just be fattening him up right now, you know.
Hmm. Possibly. To be honest, Harlow, I don't completely trust these people.
I found very few people being worthy of trusting in the first place.
Hmm.
So, are you prepared to go off? We can fund you entrance very quickly. You be there by sunrise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. I'm gonna look over my shoulder at Callie to see if she's watching.
Callie is definitely watching you.
Fuck yeah.
Beak Beak, just try to stay in the shade as much as possible. Don't get overheated.
Beak, 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 Beak.
Yeah, you
Beak
fly.
Beak? Beak
Yeah.
Beak.
Mhm.
Beak 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 Beak.
Yeah.
Is he saying that he can take them by himself?
No, no, Beak Beak saying he shouldn't have a problem flying
Yeah.
without carrying all of you through this fucking desert.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
All right. Well, just you're not gonna miss us. We're we're pretty obnoxious,
Big-
so you'll be able
Beak
to
Beak.
tell when we
Beak
need
Beak
you.
Beak.
Okay. Well, you be a good boy. Be safe.
Beak
Don't get Declan mad at me. You stay safe. Okay.
Beak Beak.
Yeah.
You see that Raz goes, okay, that was interesting. You can speak the bird. Wonderful. Okay, well, my folk will lead him out to entrance in desert. He can fly the city and surely find you from there. Callie, would you please take a few of our soldiers here and have them escort? Bring the hounds as well, too. You're going to need them to make your way through cavern. She goes, right away.
Okay. While we're walking towards the cavern,
Yep.
I'm taking some surgical tape and I'm wrapping the syringes, each one, so you can't see quite what's in there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna gauze up this this little bomb thing so it doesn't break in my bag.
Gotcha.
Call it a day.
So you see, as you guys kind of enter that out of the cavern, you go to pretty much a point in the wall, following Callie and a few of these Omirans, that is pretty much a solid, just almost like wall of sorts. However, coming out of a room to the side, you see a similar form of creature that you guys saw on the mountain back in Tomar. Those like snow raptors of sorts. They have the 2 legs and giant maws and mouths. You see that there are 3 of them as well too, but they're slightly bigger. But instead of being like frosty and blue color, they are more like stone-esque looking for the desert. And you see that they're being ridden by 3 of these Omirans, kind of on the back. And you see that the Omirans, as they walk forward, these essentially these sorry, I'm like choking on candy right now. These sand raptors, they walk over to this wall and they begin pretty much viciously tearing into it, like almost eating this dirt and this sand and this rock, and almost just tearing away out of it, just making like an entrance for you. And that is why Raz said he needed the quote hounds, is because essentially they are just making an entrance, making holes. And then it clicks with you. That's how they've made these holes, these entrances. You see that how fast these things are devouring just these cavernous walls and stone and earth, that it's definitely more reminiscent of what you're looking at, because the walls aren't completely like smooth structures. They're definitely kind of like chaotic and chunky almost. And she begins kind of walking forward. Callie begins walking forward with the hounds and these 3 Ormurians that are tearing at the wall with their stone raptors. It's going to take you guys a hot minute to get there. Is there anything that you'd like to discuss or talk about before you guys make your way to one of the multitude of entrances they're going to try to take you to?
I'm going to share with Harlow all the stuff I learned from Callie that I already told Gardain.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be telling her sort of quietly and just like sort of explaining to her some of my suspicions. Like it is, like, look, Harlow, I could understand. Obviously, she's falling for me, but it just seems like everything, like she needs like a lot already.
Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's already asking me for. I don't understand what's funny. This is a serious mission, Harlow.
Well, you said she needs, and I was like, well, obviously the D is just wrap it beforehand, and you should be fine.
Well, yeah. If we do decide to cloak a dagger going
Yeah.
in to deal with the royal family, yes, we will obviously hide our tool. We don't want to get caught by a guard or get in trouble or something. I don't even use a dagger. This is a ridiculous conversation.
Christ.
I'm gonna go raw, barehanded. You can't catch me with a weapon if all I got is my hands.
Yeah. Do we need to have a conversation about protection and safety when it comes to coitus, Jackie?
I haven't studied that, but I have been getting my self-defense right now is peak. I really have no fear in any physical altercations.
Well,
I've been studying capoeirta, but no coitus.
so how do you plan to give it to the snake lady?
I don't know. Honestly, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
We go into the city, we find out if these people are like legit or not, and if they are corrupt, we'll take them down, and then I'll just, I don't know, give her the city.
Oh my god. So I'm gonna have to get like a kit and a pamphlet, I think, for you, and a little baggie filled with goodies. And we're gonna have a whole session dedicated to your education.
I'm from Isotomar.
Yes, you are, Jackie.
As you guys are having this conversation, forward ahead of you,
It's
you
cold.
see that Callie has stopped for a hot second with everybody. She's kind of like walking forward and walking behind the stone raptors, and she kind of shouts something in her native tongue once more that you can't understand. And you see she points to the right, and one of the raptors goes off to the right for a second and just kind of digs away at the tunnel to the right, making like a smaller kind of like room of sorts. And then she directs it back out, and she kind of points forward, and they start going forward once more. You see that Callie goes to Jackie and says, I would like to speak to you in private, if that is okay.
Nah, I knew this was coming. Where should we go? Away from prying eyes.
She just points at the fucking hallway that she just had one of the stone raptors make.
Oh, we're gonna... So this is gonna be just a quick thing.
Just quick conversation between you
I
and
thought this was going somewhere else. All right, yeah, no, we
Where
can
did you
go
think
talk
it was
in the
going
cave.
to?
I don't know.
Right.
I'm an adventurer.
That Harlow
I am
Gardain continue
a-
to follow my comrades. They will continue to lead you. We will catch up momentarily.
Yeah, don't forget to use protection. All right, bye.
What?
Yeah, I cracked my knuckles. I'm like, okay.
What? She pulls out a dagger. She goes, for what? She looks around. Just,
I have no idea, but I'm always on the ready. I've been telling Harlow that I'm protected
made me
at
think
literally
there
all
was
times.
monster creature of sorts down here.
Nah, you're
and it-
safe with me. The only monster in these streets is me.
Roll me a d20 for Riz.
Rolling for Riz.
Roll for Riz. That Riz was a 12. Yeah, she she kind of smirks a little bit and puts her daggers away. She goes, "Come with me."
Yeah, all right.
Okay. You guys can hear the music, can't you? Right?
You said I can hear the music?
Can you guys hear the background music?
It sounds like some Silent Hill
No, just making
music.
sure because
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hear the music.
she walks into the cave to the side, pulls you in, and she looks at you and she goes, "I've been meaning to talk to you about something."
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna start taking off my shirt.
she just looks. She goes, "What? What are you doing?"
Oh, I just thought like,
No,
oh,
it's,
you know what? That's fine.
no,
You do your thing
Just wanted
first.
to have a conversation about what? What did you think this was gonna? What? Sir, what were you thinking?
Just hot. It's just hot, and I was thinking, what better way to cool down would be like to take my shirt. It doesn't. Just go ahead. Talk. What do you guys say?
You hear a record scratch audibly in the distance as this mysterious cavern music goes back on. She goes, "I was going to tell you. I could not say this in front of my comrades. You've shown me much honor, much positivity, no
Hell
judgment,
yeah.
no nothing.
Mm-mm.
You must know that everything that Raz has told you is not the 100% truth.
Who's that?
Raz is the elder, our leader, our boss.
Oh, the old guy. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes, the old guy. Okay,
Raz.
he is not wrong. We're lying in the sense that the city, yes, was taken from us and we were pushed out. However, he has a vendetta. He wants to take down that entire family as a sign of authority and power. We are normally peaceful people, us Omirans. However, we have resorted to, maybe this is our only opportunities to resort to straight violence and nearly war, what it could be, against the city to try to take it over. Taking down and killing this entire family, yes, it will cause their economics to crumble. It will, and we can rise from the ground, but it will not be at the cost of no lives. There will be pushback. There will be fighting. They will see us come up and know that it was us that did this, and they will try to push us back, and we will have to take the city then by force. It is only because you killing the family takes away forces they have that we cannot overcome, such as magical capabilities. The Arkan family isn't just some family that's rose to power with wealth. They They're mysterious. They are magical. They have abilities. Arkan, Raz wants you to take out the Arkan family so that way the city's guards and forces lose their strongest fighting force. The gift that has been granted down to the Arkan family is one of great magic power, and without it we could take the city back. But with them there, then we would surely fall. This is why we have not done this ourselves. However, I fear that this route, taking out and killing an entire family, a bloodline like this, while we may be able to take the city back, at what cost? At our morality? At who we actually are as people? We built this city, this empire of ours, to welcome all who we needed safe haven from the desert, from the realm itself. I don't wish to see it taken back with bloodshed. There has to be another way.
Well, I've been told at times that I have the tongue of a snake, so perhaps I can go in and, talk to some people, maybe do some charming of my own, and maybe find out if there are other recourses available to us. I'm going to be honest, this really didn't turn out exactly. We could have had this. Are you scared of Raz?
I'm not scared of Raz. I'm afraid of what Raz could become if he takes the city in this force. If he is able to manipulate all of you to doing this for him...
I'm doing it for you. You're manipulating me.
I am telling you the truth now. I
I'm
could not
into
speak the truth in front of him. You know what he would do to me? Leave me in the desert to be eaten. I have pulled you to the side to tell you the truth. You've been respectful towards me. You've been very kind. You've been very different than others that I have met. I don't want bloodshed. I simply want answers to how we can do this the right way and properly. Where did this family come from? Why did they come here?
Why did they hate you guys specifically? They didn't kick anybody else out of the city?
Correct. Everyone else got
Were
to
you
stay.
perhaps benefiting financially off of the denizens of said city before removal? Were you guys rich?
No.
Were you guys rich or poor?
We were average citizens, civilians. We just simply lived there to make sure everybody was safe and lived a safe life.
So you guys were in charge.
We were indeed in charge, but we treated
lived
everybody
in the castle?
fairly. There was no castle.
Y'all didn't build a castle?
There was no castles.
I'll
I mean,
build
there
you
was.
a castle someday when this is all over.
Please just find answers and find a different way, a more peaceful way of doing this, rather than resulting in bloodshed that's going to take our people ultimately to war.
Nobody who doesn't need to die will die. And baby, that's my promise to you.
She takes her hand and
I
puts it on your
need to
shoulder.
do voice mod to give me a deep, dark, raspy voice.
She takes her hand and puts it on your shoulder. She leans in. She grabs you by the back of the head. And she gives you a very subtle, yet meaningful, quick kiss on the mouth.
Is this happening right now? I'm jumping. I'm just, she gives me a little kiss. I'm jumping on her.
She goes, no. This is not time or place.
Hey, whoa, all right.
No.
We've got shit to do. But I'm never watching this face again. I gotta go tell Harlow.
She goes, no, you cannot. No. Oh my god damn it. Gardain and
I'm just
Harlow.
gonna yell back behind me. Don't worry. I'm known in the group as the best at keeping secrets.
Harlow, Gardain, is there anything that you guys are wishing to discuss, converse about while Jackie was having this conversation with Callie?
Not much talking was happening. Not when I tell the story.
Yeah. I mean, once they figure out where the puzzle pieces go, we might have to deal with like a hybrid situation, which would be fun to study.
Tell me when I catch up to Harlow.
I'm letting Gardain and Harlow have a minute here. You horny bastard.
I mean, I'm all for protecting children. This is gonna be a new one. I mean, I could midwife. I've had to do that before too,
Yeah.
just like you have.
Well, just
I
like
did not know that about snakes. That's interesting.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Their
Instead of
kids
talking,
would be eggs.
we go. Do you guys want to
Would
talk about
they?
anything important with the story? Yeah. What about Steak's babies? Yeah. Fucking.
um, I mean, so I I think now that we have all this good Sarunchy goodness, we save that for when we really need it. Like I'm not gung ho on the murder. It's a little too convenient, but who needs to die?
Gardain's looking over to the others that are with us, just to see if they're paying attention to me and Harlow talking.
No, they are not. They are trying to. They are controlling these stone raptors, but like it's not an easy task. Like these things are big, chomping away at just stone and earth walls. So they're holding on for dear life. It's fucking loud. You just hear the as you're walking forward.
To be honest, we didn't come here for these people. They just happened to find us in the desert and give us some water.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that. And yes, fate and the gods can guide a life with, indirect ways. I'm not really
Yeah.
sure how to explain it fully, but I don't feel... I don't know.
See,
I'm still holding off on completely trusting these people.
for me, it's not about trust. For me, it's more about the science. What cool shit do they have? What can I milk out of them and use against others? So.
I will say at this time, Jack, you catch up to Guardian and Harlow, and Callie's shortly behind you.
Hey guys. Hey.
Are you okay? Did you get attacked?
Yeah.
We're going steady.
Okay. All right.
And Harlow, I need to talk to you about some things.
Yeah. Okay. So I have this little pamphlet. Let me find it.
No, it's about the old guy.
Oh, different pamphlet. Okay.
How many pamphlets do you have?
Different pamphlet. Oh my god.
How prepared are you for this situation? No, I know what you've been doing in that fucking room by yourself the last 3 weeks. Every time we come in and ask you what's going on, you've been writing pamphlets? I've been doing push-ups, you've been writing pamphlets. Guardian, what the fuck have you been doing for 3 weeks?
Invoker shit.
Invoker shit.
Anyway, I think Riz might be in the way. It
Well-
seems like he's the one who
You
wants
mean
all this
Raz?
violence. The old guy that's cock blocking me.
Yeah.
Right, you called him Riz.
I don't speak snake, bro. All of this sounds foreign to me.
So we
But-
meet this family, see if they have anything we can use, and then
I think we need to kidnap one.
oh,
What?
well, we could kidnap one or
Kidnap
Or-
just one person?
have a
And we
Or
second
can
we
do
dinner.
can hear out what's going on for real. Because to be honest, and he looks to see how close Callie is, and like, I don't
She's up front, kind of like
completely
she's
trust
like
people.
directing the sand raptor. She like walked past you guys and continue to direct them like where to go.
Little
in
dinner,
a
little
desert.
rosé.
We're in a desert.
They
We have to
can't
give my
It's just-
girlfriend her city back.
If it even is their city, that might not be the full story.
Guardian, look at her. That's a
Uh-huh.
good person. That's a good guy.
We've only seen so much of their.
Well, I've seen her
actions.
heart, Guardian.
Oh, is that all you've seen? Oh, here,
I'm
read
sorry.
The pamphlet.
What?
Hey, actually,
What happened?
can I have that? Actually, just to
Yeah.
hold on to.
Uh huh. Here you go.
I don't need
What
it.
does it look like?
I don't
What
need
is
it. I'm putting it in my backpack. I don't need it. I just, in case I need to start a fire, a romantic fire later, and need kindling.
Don't worry. There's protection in there. We'll call it a dagger.
Technology has gotten so incredibly powerful.
You're welcome.
Jesus Christ.
Nothing could go over my head.
Eventually,
Fast.
after
Actually-
talking and figuring some things out, you guys do see that Callie stops and she halts, and you see that the sand raptors stop and they begin to dig slightly up, more and more and more, until eventually a slight light is revealed, and you see that you are pretty much on the side of a giant, like sandstone like wall. Looking at this wall, you see that as you kind of like peer your heads up and around, these are the walls to Ormer. The entire city is pretty much encapsulated and like surrounded by a giant, massive sandstone wall. But you guys are on like a weird back entrance of sorts, not entrance, like a back wall of sorts, where there's no like main gates, and it's pretty much like a blind spot they have found between the guard towers. This spot was very calculated, and as you look, you see you can tell it's calculated because where you're at on the wall, there's indeed what looks like some sort of weird etching, and it looks very familiar to some of the runes or etchings that you saw on Raz's maps, almost signifying this is kind of like a marking of like where to enter at.
Okay. So, Callie,
Yes.
we get stopped by some guards. We're asked how we're here. What's the story?
Oh, you just simply say you are here traveling. You've been here for weeks.
Okay.
They're not going to go back in the logs that far to see. There's thousands of people here. The chances of them wanting to... 3 people that they maybe have never seen before in a city of thousands and ask you and interrogate you, as long as you're not causing trouble, then you're surely not to be pulled out of a crowd of people in the streets of the market.
Got it. Okay.
So keep a low profile. Okay.
You see that she kind of looks up and she peers her head around, making sure that everything is clear. You see she walks up to the wall, and she puts her hand on it, and she whispers some sort of weird incantation of sorts, or like just something in like her snake tongue. And the wall, the bricks from the sandstone begin to kind of like slide and pivot back and forth, revealing a small entrance. And she goes, "You must go now. This will close soon."
Okay. All right. Jackie, go give her a kiss before you go. Come on, Gertie.
She's sort of. I'm gonna let her lead on that. I'm just gonna run through.
Jackie, as you go to run through, she grabs you by the hand and goes, "Wait." She grabs your shirt and pulls it back down. Please be careful. I will come back to this spot at sundown every evening of every day to check on you to make sure everything okay. You do not have to check in with me, however, I will be here if you need me for anything.
Hey, well, I'll know that every time that I gaze up upon the glory and beauty of the sun, that your eyes will also be gazing upon the same unearthly planet.
Right. When you find out information,
Mm-hmm.
or find out to figure out what to do, please come back here and tell
Oh,
me
yeah?
what we are to do.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of
Oh,
puts
I
her
tell you.
hand on your shoulder.
I talked to
again.
Harlow, just so you know. I've got
What?
protection.
I-
And I'm going through.
And she pulls out her dagger. She goes, "Where?" And she looks. She goes, "No, wait." She pulls you back in. Gives you one last little. Be safe, Jackie Hartstrong.
Everything I do for you, Callie. Now put me back no more.
Holy shit! 1 second. Why is hold on? Music source is being weird.
Because we're not done here.
That's just the awkward like. How's this one? Nope, too happy. I had the right music lined up.
10 years later.
I had the music lined up, and then I switched to the Callie music.
Oh, no.
This is so awkward. Hold on, I lost the music I was gonna play for this.
Romantic circus waltz.
Fuck it, I think this is fine. Yeah, that'll work. Nope, won't.
Dorothy.
Bibbity boppity boop.
Name of your sex tape.
All right, here we go. You guys walk through the walls as the bricks close behind you. And you see in front of you as the sun is beginning to go down, or sorry, the sun is beginning to rise because you traveled through the night, that the streets are beginning to bustle and get busy. You enter towards a back alley of sorts that is pretty much seen by nobody. As you kind of emerge your way out, you see all the buildings here made of the same sandstone-like structure. Very hardened steel of sorts as you kind of like put your hand against it. You can tell the structural integrity of this city is that of almost a fortress. This place was built to survive, to withstand, and to withhold. Truly a city of defense. Truly a city of what was once of great power. Quite the city to be ruled by, ran, or in charge or in control of the giant tortoise, or as otherwise known as the giant colossi known as Eldraki. You walk into the city and you look amongst this entire area. Massive buildings, almost hills and structures all around you. This makes Isotomar look like it is just, you know, ants compared to whatever this village could be. You know as soon as you walk in here that this place wouldn't have just been a simple go in, kill the family, and the Omirans come in. No, this very indeed would have resulted in almost a war between the Sand People, the Omirans, and the people of this city. Maybe a little in over your heads, seeing the actual grandness of Ormer. And as you look in the distance, you see sitting atop of a tower, looking down, is Beak Beak. And he looks down and sees all of you with an eagle eye, giving you the nod as you stare off into the city to go find the Arkan family. And that's where we're going to end this week's episode of Mortal Webs.
Ah, I knew it was coming.
It's just a good
No.
spot to end it on, my dude.
Yeah.
It just is. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this week's episode of Mortal Webs. My name is Brandon, your guide. We'll be back next week with another fun, exciting filled episode. Thanks for coming back, everybody. Sorry it's been a weird few weeks. Everything has been chaotic, but you guys know the story. We went over that when we started. If you didn't see, we announced a really cool thing today. June 29th, live in Cleveland, Ohio. We are doing Crits for Casey Cares with, myself DMing. Steak is going to be there helping out like we, as always, like we did with the Rolling for Red Nose Day event 2 years ago. Johnny Stanton is one of our players, and we have some more fun, exciting guests that we're announcing over the next couple weeks. You can find the link to buy tickets if you're in the area in our Discord server under the TCC announcements page. So,
Remember, if you don't buy a ticket, you don't care.
Accurate.
let's say some goodbyes from everybody. Sky.
Well, goodbye, everybody. It's good to see you, and we'll see you next week.
John.
Hope everybody enjoyed watching tonight, and see you guys next week.
And Steakums.
I love you, chat. I know sometimes you feel like you've been abandoned, but know that even if you were a game of Sims, that I would never forget this save point, and I'll always come back to see you folks.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.